On this adventure with Lukimyu, we discover a beautiful anchorage after a trip back to Australia to catch up with friends and relatives.
My hair's done
and we're invited to attend the Sydney Boat Show. So we've gone from 33 degrees in the tropics to 3 or 4 degrees in country South Australia, digging holes.
Really? Really? Love a good close up. With my hair, especially when my hair's done and the snot coming out of my nose. Great. Perfect.
After a couple of weeks helping our son Kobe with fencing on his new property, we spent some time up the river and then headed off to Sydney.
We are in Sydney. We've escaped Adelaide winter to go to the Sydney Boat Show. We haven't been here for 2 years. We are not boat shopping, but we're just looking and hanging out with friends.
I'm still really keen on getting some air conditioning.
And the power consumption rate you just quoted, does that include the seawater pump as well? It does. Okay.
1,040 litres goes to be it.
Maybe the storybook lies.
How's the space?
This is practical. Yeah, that's really nice. That's very practical. And that would be slightly hazardous.
We all need can succeed if there is nothing to believe. We'll get there when we're aware.
Talk me through it.
Well, it's a sash business. It's actually really hard to get up out of there because you've got to get your fingers in the little hole. That's better. It's large.
Shining all the while. Maybe the fairy tale was never really there. Maybe growing up is going nowhere.
In true lagoon style, there was fantastic living space and storage, and the build quality was exquisite, just as you'd expect from a cruising catamaran manufacturer with 34 years experience. We were then off to the biennial Aussie Home Loans Conference, where I was extremely proud to witness my business partner Nathan present to 800 brokers.
Can build a successful business. Please welcome Nathan.
2015 that I was gifted a major opportunity. I met my now business partner Jamie over a few beers. I wanted to be part of the business. We eventually came to an agreement and I went into Mount Barker as a franchisee. Jamie's optimism, organisation and willingness to believe and back our systems is infectious. And I think we've seen that in his talking the last couple of days. As I said, after being to the conference, Jamie actually took our entire team over to the US, came back and trained us and another couple of franchises as well. And it was game changing for our business. Our key goal now is to serve more families in less time, with less stress, for which the byproduct of that is we get more time with our own families and undertaking the passions that we actually want to do outside of the business. Thank you all for listening.
I'd like to thank Nathan and our amazing team for their incredible achievement over the last couple of years. Time to head home to Lukim.
Good morning, everybody! Good morning! Welcome to Sanur Beach, and thank you very much for choosing Scoot Pass Cruise. My name is Agung, and I will start loading all of you to the boat.
On scoot ferries going to Singigi. And it's in a reasonable surf, and every now and again the boat slams into the ground. It's a little disconcerting. Like that.
Well, what are we, 3 hours or so? 3.5 hours into our boat ride, including another hour of transfers, I think, something like that.
And then what are you going to do?
Then we need to service the engines, clean the boat up and all that sort of stuff.
We have problems with the fridge.
Not even back 24 hours and the fridge is not working. And it's completely full of food that we're about to lose. Oh, we've got an electrician on board.
We can fix it. Did you get this a bit tight, is it? I know.
It's the most ridiculous angle to try and get to. It's now working. So we've got a problem with the thermostat or a problem with the cable. We'll check the cable.
Total number of things not working on the boat. We have 2 fans that have burnt out, the fridge which wasn't working, which is now working because they've bypassed the circuit. We have a non-functioning water maker, we think it's blocked from the outside, and the boat's covered in rust because of the salt water cleans that it's been had, but it's not covered with bird shit. Not necessarily a bad thing. So I've done 1 winch because I can't bear it because they're my favourite things. Before, after.
And we are finally off. Heading out of Madana Bay Marina on Lombok. Soraya and her team have been absolutely fantastic. On the way past, we will drive past our friends Ben and Ashley on Nahoa, albeit they're currently away. Unfortunately, there's a bit of bird poop on their tender.
We are actually having a relaxing evening after a horrid 24 hours of servicing and fridge fixing and water maker fix. Unpaid to leave your boat for a long time. Unpaid. But everything's working now. We are out of ice, which is a little bit tragic. And I have made a rice vermicelli salad and frying up some karaji chicken, which is I don't know, Indonesian chicken. It's like KFC.
While Dave's strumming away, I'm going to replace a V-belt because it's slipping in a big way. So if we just loosen this off, take the tension off, and then I should be able to replace the belt. So the question is, do we replace that one at the same time? We put these in the best possible locations. Really convenient to get to. Every time you get into a spot like this, just got to remind yourself you're living the dream. Well, I've just got the new V-belt on. Now I'll just adjust it, but because it's new and really taut, it just did not want to go on. So I had to pull the alternator off to get it on, and the alternator didn't want to go back on again. It's been an absolute nightmare. Like all good boat jobs. 1500, yep. We are back in business.
We're on Gili Air.
Gili Air is this funky little tourist island just off the coast of Lombok.
After having some lunch and removing the stowaways, it was time to head off.
And we're off. Dun, 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 dun. Bye bye Gili Air.
We're going to Kalimantan Bay
Kalimantan Bay.
and then on to Borneo.
You look like your little Popeye hat on actually.
Alright, hopefully there's enough apparent wind from behind us to fly the spinnaker. Let's give it a shot. Pretty consistent 8+ knots. Got the spinnaker flying. 94 nautical miles to go.
Working along. The I don't know, technical term, the rope that pulls the spinnaker up. Let's call it the spinnaker halyard. There's always been a bit of a rough bit at the top of the mast that we've been trying to file off and make smoother, but clearly we did a very good job. So it went poof, the rope, not the sail, which is good because the sail is very expensive, and it went under the boat. So did a whole lot of fun stuff with ropes, pulled it in, packed it back into its bag, and half an hour later we've now got the head sail up and are doing a nice 6 knots.
Alright, so we're going to try and rig up another halyard for the spinnaker.
Ta-da! 2 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm currently coming up with no more pulleys, blocks, whatever.
Okay, so what I want to do is if we have a rope comes out here and then the block sitting there,
Yep.
then the halyard for the spinnaker will go through there and come down at an angle to the base and not actually hit either the spreader or the radome. Can you move round to the base of the rope, pull it around the spreader? Well, although the spinnaker was flying beautifully, the spinnaker halyard was hitting the radome. And if we left the radome, pressing against the radome, it would have ripped the radar off.
Although we got our halyard set up fixed, we discovered our spinnaker sock was completely ruined from the night before.
Mystery Island, no idea what it's called. Looks pretty specky.
Well, we are flying wing on wing, which means we've got the jib out one side, main out the other. For how long, I don't know.
It's good work. I can't do it. It's official, we've got a tradie on board.
Is the plumber's correct?
Fridge isn't working.
Okay.
So, without the fridge working, we're trying to fix the fridge. We found one of the culprits, which is this wire for the fan. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's just completely corroded through. So I'm going to put some new connectors on that, and then this is the thermostat wire, and this one here is a bypass for that. So I think if we get the fan running, that'll stop it from overheating, and we'll see whether or not we can get it working. Reconnected the wire for the fan, and I think now that can obviously cool the unit properly, it'll probably stop cutting out, which means the thermostat, which we thought was knackered, may actually be alright. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying to share the love, so I want to make sure that Dave gets the full experience of what it's like to be on Lukim Yu. And so he's spending his holiday. Enjoying yourself, Dave?
It's awesome. I want to buy a boat.
Another boat.
Another boat.
We're playing Trivial Pursuit on Lukim Yu, and we've hit a tough question.
The movie Shine, who did Geoffrey Rush play?
We are.
Don't think I know the answer.
So close.
I think they're resenting the fact that they're coming second. There's the boys' result, and there's the girls' result.
It's obvious. Easy answer. David Heathcote?
Heathcote!
Despite the boys being cocky, the girls came back and actually won the game.
We're upping anchor and going to head off for our final leg to get to Kalimantan to go and see the orangutans.
It's just gotten dark, and of course the sky is lit up with lots and lots. I'm thinking fishing platforms, those trimaran bagany type things, because they're not showing up on AIS, and I reckon we could probably count about 20, so we'll tiptoe through them.
All those blobs on the screen are either fishing boats or bagans. Either way, they are very close and there's lots of them.
On the next adventure in Lukim Yu, in the jungle of Borneo, we find tarantulas,
Leave the torch on the bloody spider.
orangutans and proboscis monkeys on a 3-day jungle cruise of Kalimantan.
We'll get there when we're aware of the beauty that is.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with your friends.